Hi Oaks, and welcome back to Sisterlocks Saturdays. I've been gone for a really long time, and I've been in the worst mood. The world's on fire right now, and it's pretty hard to create light-hearted content as everything is going on. I'm very grateful to the creators who have been creating light-hearted content, because I've been binging that while I'm processing my feelings about the Black Lives Matter movement in the US and just seeing the brutality of it all. As a black person, there's no way that you don't feel it, because we all know that it could happen to us sort of anywhere in the world. The fact that we have to research a place before we travel to see if our lives will be in danger or not, and just the whole thing with Oluwatoyin Salau. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. I've never heard anyone say it out loud. I've just seen it on Twitter, and she was a very vocal person in the Black Lives Matter movement, and she was first sexually assaulted and then killed by a guy that she met at the protests. So as a woman, here you are marching for all black people and you aren't protected. And I feel the same with the black LGBTQ community, because there were videos of a bunch of guys, 20 of them, hitting a trans woman, a black trans woman, while we're all out there chanting Black Lives Matter. And the realization of that was just so heavy for me. Just processing all of that was very painful. And also me being South African and the gender-based violence that's happening there, it's been woven into the fabric of society. As a black woman, you are scared. And there was the whole hashtag Am I Next, and seeing what happened with Tshegofatso Bule, and subsequently to that there were a bunch of other incidents of women being found chopped up under boyfriends' beds on the side of the road. And it's so horrific, and it's just been very, very heavy for me. And I've just been struggling with even making content. I'm not back at work yet, and I have time, but I just couldn't be bothered. My heart was just too sore, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind to be creating. So I just figured, I'm gonna sit and process my feelings. Even though this is, essentially a natural hair and lifestyle channel, I'm black, I'm a woman, and these issues really do impact me. And at this point, the world needs to do better by black people, and black men need to do better by black women. It's not negotiable anymore. You guys can't gaslight us anymore into making it seem like we're making up our fear or that we're being hysterical. I cannot put my blackness before my womanhood. I am both at the same time. And the fact that women can go to Black Lives Matter marches and be sexually assaulted shows you that we can't place blackness before womanhood, because we will always then be in danger. Our needs will never ever be met. And same goes for the LGBTQ community. We have to do better by them as black people. And black cisgender heterosexual women are big perpetrators of that. So as a community, we need to stop being the weakest links. Okay, so that being said, I am back because I went for a retightening a couple of days ago, and I'm loving it as usual. And I'm seeing growth, from the first retightening video I did to the last one I did about 8 weeks ago. Every retightening I do see growth, and I am happy about that. But I've been, maybe it's to do with the general funk I'm in, but I haven't been in love with my hair for the past couple of weeks. I've just felt like I was in a awkward phase, and I've made a couple of realizations about my hair. So it started with one of my followers on Instagram who had a tapered cut and is growing out her TWA, and she was asking how to do that, and still feel cute. And it is pretty tough. So nearly 3 years ago, I cut my hair and I had a tapered cut for quite a while. And during this time, when I was sort of feeling down about my hair and all of that, I realized a couple of things. So the hair at the top of my head, so all of this, right? So where it would be tapered, that's where all my thick hair is. So it's not, yeah, I wouldn't say it's high density, but it's sort of like a medium to high, like an upper medium density. And then the sides and back of my hair are medium to low density, right? So it's not all the way sparse, but I don't have as much hair on the sides as I do on the top. And so that's one thing that I've realized, and it's very important, I guess, to find out how your hair grows, and then that can help inform what your grow out plan will be. So when I had a tapered cut, I kept taking off the sides every 10 days and letting the top grow out. And I did that for, so I cut my hair in October of 2016, and I stopped cutting my hair in April of 2017. Like, I stopped cutting the sides and back. Okay, so this part of my head had quite a long head start, but when I stopped doing the tapered cut, the sides and back grew in very quickly, and now, you know, after all that time, heading for 3 years, the sides and back of my hair, I feel like, are longer than the top. Okay, so my hair grows long but thinly at the sides and back, and it grows thick but slowly at the top. And so that's what's informed my growth plan. So I'm just going to insert a couple of pictures of the growth of my hair.
Okay, so we're going to start it off from the day I cut my hair, and these pictures are always maybe a week or two apart. So the first couple of weeks after you first cut your hair, the growth is amazing. For the first year, I would say the growth is really like exponential, and you can really see the progress. And even if you're feeling like you're not seeing a ton of progress, every now and again stretch your hair out and it might surprise you. Like, you might be able to do a twist out on your hair. When it's shrunken, you can't really tell how much it's grown, but when you make an effort to stretch it out a little bit, you'll see the difference quite early on. So I shaved the sides for 6 months, and when I stopped shaving the sides, within about 2 to 3 months, I was able to twist the little sides of my hair to just create a nice shape and a nice style with my hair when I twisted it out. And as you can see, you can play with shrinkage because all of these pictures are in chronological order. So use your shrinkage on days that you're not having such a cute hair day. And on this upcoming picture, my hair was really damaged, and the picture after that, it was about 4 weeks later. So nursing your hair and making sure that your hair has everything it needs. You can nurse it back from any setbacks that you might experience. And also, I think an important thing to remember is that just because your hair is big today doesn't mean it's going to be big tomorrow, because my hair was big in the last 2 pictures, but this hair was later on in the game. So just be patient with your hair and let it do what it wants to do. And this was the first day I locked my hair, and a lot of shrinkage happens with your sister locks in the first couple of weeks. So that leads us up to my first retie.
Okay, so that being said, you can see that everyone's hair sort of grows differently. There are some people whose hair grows very long at the top. An example of that is P-Roy. She has 4C hair, and she used to have the most amazing like styles for her tapered cut. I haven't seen her much on YouTube lately, so I'm not sure if she's still putting content out, but she was like my go-to when I was growing out my tapered cut, and her hair at the top was very long, and I mean, she kept it short because she liked the styles that she could do with her short hair, and she also colored her hair very often, so I guess there wouldn't be a need to trim quite aggressively. But knowing what I know about my hair now, I think I would have probably tapered it for longer. I should have actually let the top grow out much longer, because the sides and the back would have caught up within a year or two. That's pretty much how long it takes. And since I got my locks, I've been struggling with the shape. I wish that I had tapered my natural hair before I got the locks, because I was feeling a bit strange about the length sort of not matching, and I would love for it to be sort of an even bob look, and that would require for the hair on top to be longer than the hair at the bottom. But I mean, you know, it's a bit too late now to cut my hair. I don't want to make my hair unravel. I'll have to wait until my hair is fully locked before I can start thinking about trims and changing the shape of my hair. And if you have an afro, it's very, very, very forgiving, so use that. So even when the sides grew out, I used to twist out just the top and shrink the sides, you know, maybe like rub it around to get a bit of definition. And yeah, so use that. Let that help you during the awkward phases, you know. If you can grab the little bit of hair that you have on top and make it into little twists, do that, and then wet the hair completely and let it shrink, and so that you can wear a tapered look for a lot longer than you would have if, you know, you are trying to twist it all out and it looks uneven or odd. I used to trim my own hair, and I didn't really pay attention to the shape so much, because, you know, you can spray your hair into a pretty uniform shape. I just used to do it to maintain my ends, but my hair's never grown evenly. And so if you want that very nice shape, you're going to need a professional to do it for you. So in hindsight, I should have gone to a professional to trim my hair before I got my locks in, so that I could have had a more uniform look, like with this length matching this length. So yes, that's been my journey, my 2-year and quite a bit of change journey to this length of my hair. Another thing that I've been noticing is I feel like my hair is unraveling, and I've found out why, and it's because of stretching style. So I've loved a bun, and it's the only thing that I've really felt cute in of late, so I've been rocking a bun quite a bit, but it is hindering the locking process. So I mean, my loctician was fine with the state of my hair, and she said it's doing well, and she doesn't seem to be concerned, but I just noticed that, you know, the more I stretch my hair, I remember I had 2 locks that were budding, and I've lost those buds, and I feel like you know, I'm getting quite a bit of definition whenever my hair gets wet, and it stays that way for days afterwards. But I mean, this hair is nowhere near locked, and I'm going to be 6 months into my lock journey on the 9th of July. So yeah, all in all, the growth has been good. Obviously, I'd like for it to go a little faster. I do feel like this length is a bit awkward. I have had days where I really miss my afro, especially on days where I just want to feel cute, because yeah, you can like wear your hair shrunken and just be okay, but then the day that you feel like you need to zhuzh, the day you just want to feel like a bad bitch, you know, you can like twist it out and make it big. And for me, that like it filled that gap, and right now it's neither long nor big, so I don't have that like zhuzh moment that I really want with my hair. And so I feel like at this length right now, I am kind of limited to buns, to zhuzh, and to feel cute. I feel like, you know, the side part is a cute everyday look, but I don't know if I feel cute enough to like go out looking this way. I feel like I need to find styles that make me feel cute, especially because outside is open here. I still haven't really, you know, gone out for lunch or gone out to eat or gone to the movies. Still really going out for necessities. We've hit the beach once or twice, and that was good, but the beaches are also filling up, so I'm apprehensive about going, and it's just getting too hot. So I'm gonna have to start living again, and over the next couple of weeks, I think I'm just gonna be playing with my hair, finding hairstyles that don't hinder the locking process so much, but that make me feel cute, that give me the zhuzh that I'm looking for. One other thing is, yes, even though I do want my hair to lock fairly quickly, I've noticed that I'm going to have to let it shrink completely and let it stay that way to sort of speed along the locking process. And I'm going to do it for the most part, especially when I'm at home and chilling, but life is also too long not to feel cute, you know. So there will be days when I do make an effort to like stretch the hair out. Let me show you guys the back. You know, that I will make an effort to stretch the hair out. Life can't be, okay, wait, I don't know if you guys actually saw, so let me come in closer. I don't know how much you can see, I'll find out I guess, but life is really too long to not feel cute. And even if my hair takes a while to lock, I'll have sister locks and they'll look cute, but I also want to take care not to break the ends of my hair. But I'll be experimenting with styles and seeing what's out there, and hopefully my hair grows at this pace or even faster until the end of the year, just so that I can get to a length that I can really enjoy and play with. But that's all I have for you guys right now, so I will see you at next week's Sister Lock Saturdays.